Hello, and welcome back to Ocarina of Time, the 3DS remaster port of what to me is still the greatest video game of all time. Last time, we did about half of Ganon's castle, the final dungeon of the game. But this time, before finishing off what I started here, well, a couple things I want to do optionally for collections and all that kind of crap stuff. Don't need light arrows for now since I'm leaving this place. Don't need the hover boots either. Swap those out for the hook shot. Alright. There's one thing. There's still, as you can see there, still two Skulltulas left to find. I know where one of them is, now that I think about it. I didn't do anything there other than what I absolutely had to, because at the time I was too eager to get to my favorite dungeon, not only in this game but in all of Zelda history, the Spirit Temple. So much so, yeah, that I only did the absolute base requirements in the Gerudo Valley area. Never took on any of the, the side games, mini games that are there. I mean, I did get the optional heart piece and Skulltula token as I passed by them, but so summon Epona. I mean, you don't need the horse in this game, but kind of funny. Most Zelda games that have horseback riding, except for maybe Twilight Princesses, I think one of the boss battles there yet. Oh, and then I played the wrong song, silly me. Not the Sun song, Epona song. But anyway, as I was going to say, as I embarrassed myself by playing the wrong song, I think one of the boss battles in Twilight Princess, if I recall correctly, is given my deep hatred for that game. It's been ages since I've been bored enough to play it again. But yeah, as I recall, one of the boss battles in that game, horseback archery was a requirement, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, I know, I've mentioned that before in other videos. I know Twilight Princess is a fan favorite among many Zelda fans, like this game is among many others, myself included. I get that. If you like the game, that's fine. No big deal. I mean, let's not make a big deal about it in the comments. Or go, disliking my video because I don't like your game. I mean, if you want to be that juvenile, I guess, but fine. I'll go dislike your video because you disliked mine. How about that? If you want to start being juvenile like that. But anyways, yeah. Other than that, all the Zelda games that have the horseback option, it's always optional. Usually. This game being no exception to that. See. Sun Song. This time I actually want to play the Sun Song, unlike last time, where the idea was Epona song and accidentally played the wrong song. Need Epona for this, for where I'm going. Granted, I don't know why I'm bothering. Well, you'll see when I get out there. For now. What? Come on, Epona. By the way, I believe I mentioned it in the video where I went through this place on the way to the Spirit Temple. I think I mentioned it, but yeah, the Gerudo Training Grounds. I will not be doing this dungeon have no interest in it, and the item you get here is kind of pointless anyways. Ice arrows. At no point in the game do you ever need to use them. I mean, probably was going to be an early development at some point, but they couldn't figure out how to make it work, or something went wrong with it and they decided to scrap that whole idea, that whole sequence, but kept the ice arrows in as an added extra, more bonus content kind of thing. But with Nintendo's history of taking ideas from previous games and utilizing them in the next game, the ice arrows in this game were probably going to be used like they will be and have been in Majora's Mask, to shoot at water to freeze it, to make ice platforms to hop along. Probably would have been used for something like that. Just for whatever reason, that idea never got used in this game. And therefore, the ice arrow served no purpose other than just a trinket. Oh, I got the ice arrows. Big deal. Now, what are you going to use them for? Yeah. 100% completions are all fine and well, but if there's no purpose to getting the item other than just for completion percentage, then what's the point? Like all 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. Phooey. Anyways, as for the other Skulltula I'm still missing, that I have no idea. I'm going to have to go dungeon to dungeon and making sure I got all of them from that dungeon. Anyways, now, I don't know why the game does this, but I commented it in an early video, I think one of the first times in Lon Lon Ranch, practically way back at the start of the game, like video 2 or 3. But for whatever reason, when you play the Sun Song in an area where there are no day-night transitions, it sends you back, along with changing day into night or night into day, it sends you back to wherever you entered that area from. I don't know why it does that, if it's meant to do that by design for some odd reason the developers may have had at the time, or if it's just some funky, glitchy flaw. I mean, while I honestly and completely, while I do believe 100% that this is the greatest game ever made, as I keep saying, that's not to say it's a perfect game. Phooey, get out of my face with that crap. As far as I'm concerned, that borders on fanboy. With all due respect to my fellow gamers out there, I mean no disregard to you or your opinions, but I don't think there is such a thing as a perfect 10 for 10 game. I think that's just being a fanboy, liking the game so much. I mean, I can see the point there. You like the game so much, you're able to overlook its flaws, but in so doing, your review kind of becomes biased and unworthy because it's not a fair review. You've overlooked the flaws and gave it a 10 for 10 score anyways, despite them. So, yeah. That's my take on it anyways. I would say 9.5 is the best you can go with any game if you're going to be honest about it and unbiased, giving the game a pass because of how much you like every other aspect of it, which I could easily do with this game. How much I love this game, I could easily sit here and say, oh yeah, perfect 10 for 10. Bullshit. Not quite. Close, but... Anyways, now for the other thing to do here, along with getting that Skulltula token. Of course, another thing that's kind of funny about this, my location got reset when I played the Sun Song. Epona's did not. Even though I came in here with her, she's still right where I... Anyways, as you can see, the targets around here, yeah, little archery minigame. And unfortunately for me, you have to do this while riding Epona. You can't just go around yourself and hit the targets walking around on foot. Now, if I were playing the N64 original, I would not even be attempting this. I'd come here just for that Skulltula and then leave. But since they fixed the bow and arrow aiming mechanics in this remaster, last time I played it, I actually got the $1,000 prize here. So for the first time in what, 20 plus years. I mean, I could never do that on the 3DS version of it, or the N64 original version of the game. I meant to say this is the 3DS. Of course, they give you the arrows you need, so you don't have to worry about running out of arrows. Well, you can worry about, because it's not infinite arrows, but you don't use your own arrows is what I meant here. Meant there. Okay. If only this game had a friggin' song of double time to slow things down like the next game will. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and laugh. I suck at this. 520, that's better than I would have probably ever done on the N64 original. But still, barely over half of what you need for this. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Why not? Provide some good comedy for the viewers of this video. Chuckle it up as I suck at aiming. Ooh, I actually got a 100. Then I missed completely. Ooh, 2 100s. Okay. Off to a decent start here. Now, if I can line this up right. Cool. Oh, that might have been it. Ooh, that was close. Well, closer than I've ever gotten until just the last playthrough before this one. So yeah, obviously. But then again, like I've said in previous videos, I don't know. I've seen playthroughs of people playing the original where they're still like perfect at the bow and arrow mechanics, hitting the smallest things from the farthest distance, and I'm watching, I'm thinking, how do you do that? I could, I'm lucky if I can hit the bosses or whatever it is, that I'm aiming, that you have to use a bow and arrow for to complete the game. I'm lucky if I can do that successfully. You're doing things like this without any problem. What the hell, dude? Okay, I could have used a couple more hundreds there. Actually, wait a minute. If you could turn around fast enough, there is one more target up there. Did better last time. Alright, give this a couple more tries. If I don't do it, it's just a hard piece anyways. I mean, that's nice to get, don't get me wrong, especially for completionists, but yeah, screw it. I already goofed it up. But yeah, score 1,000 points and get a heart piece. Then after doing so, play another round, score 1,500, I think it is, and get a arrow quiver upgrade that allows you to carry more arrows. Which to me has never made any sense in this game or Majora's Mask. You get the quiver upgrades for successfully completing archery minigames. Well, if you're good enough at the archery minigames to complete them successfully, you really don't need the arrow upgrades. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but I would think the arrow upgrades would be needed by those who aren't so good at, that's why you need more you be able to carry more arrows, because you suck at the archery mechanics. Like those people I mentioned before, I don't remember them by name, but they don't need more arrows. They could hit every target anyways. Just something I've always found funny about that whole setup. Anyways, that's all. Now, the search for the final Skulltula token. as I really have no idea which one I might have missed. Alright, actually, whoa, slow down. No, that's not what I wanted to do either. Alright, like I said, go dungeon to dungeon, see if I missed any in there for starters. So, what was that song? No, that's not it. What? Okay. No, I was confusing the X button with the Y button in terms of placement on the controller. I was gonna say, I know that song works. I used it at least a couple times already. Yep, okay, got them all from this place. The little sculpture token medallion-like thing on the upper left corner there signifies that. So, okay, I'm done here. Did get them all from this dungeon. Oh yeah, okay, never mind this. What? Thought that was the right notes. Um, that's what I hit last time. I don't know what you're talking about, game. At least I think it was. I don't know, maybe. Obviously not. I could tell myself it was all I want, but obviously I was doing something wrong. Back here again. Okay, did I get all of them from this dungeon? Yep. Okay. There is no warp song to take you to the ice cavern. Watch, the one I'm missing is going to be one of those ones that you usually get practically at the beginning of the game that for some reason I forgot. Yeah. Like it was on one playthrough not too long ago, where I forgot to go back to the Deku Tree dungeon after getting the bombs and boomerang to get that one on the lower level there. That was the one I forgot to get until, like right now, trying to find the last few, and which one did I miss? Yeah. I'm not going to be in here unless by some chance this is the one I missed somewhere in here. I'm not going to be in here that long anyway, so. Nope, I got them all from this one. Okay, well. Done there then. Okay, that was a delayed timer. Doesn't show up until I'm almost back to the surface. What? Alright, wait a minute. I did get the one back here, right? Actually, no, that would have only been as a kid. But there was one back right about there. I did remember to get that one, didn't I? Knowing, given who we're talking about here, it wouldn't surprise me if I somehow did forget to get that one, as I have done that before too. Alright, well, for now, Nocturne of Shadow. I don't want to go back in here, but yeah. Did I get all of them from here? Hopefully. Yep, good. So I don't like this dungeon. This is probably one of my least favorite dungeons in Zelda history. Well, one of them. I mean, it's got a lot of contenders for that title, but alright. Weird place to play the Ocarina, but okay, it works. I did get all of them in there, I think. Go away. What am I doing? Not Ocarina. Yep, I got him. Darn, I was kind of hoping this is the one I missed, so I could stick around here a little longer. No such luck, though. I did get all of them from this one, too. So, I don't know which one I missed. May just have to look off screen, edit the video, and come back once I found out which one I missed. Like how I showed some of those in the Spirit Temple a couple videos ago. Start the video by showing off those that I missed. Only here I wouldn't be starting out the video, just starting out the video's second half. I have no idea which one I missed. I'm pretty sure I got, oh yeah, I got the one on that rock formation, that rock up there. Got the one in the tree because I remember commenting about how annoying the levers are. There are none in the desert out there. Oh wait a minute, yeah there is, but I'm pretty sure I got that one in that building, midway point of the desert between the signpost maze to where you have the ghosts show you the way. That building in between, I believe I got the one there. Oh, King Lever. Yeah, some enemies do that. Kill enough of them in a short enough time span in a large variety size or size whatever. Kind of like another enemy that does that, or the game does that, is the Stealth Children outside Hyrule Field at nighttime. If you kill enough of them before morning, yeah, large Stealth Child appears. Just a little Easter egg, I'd imagine. I don't think there's any story significance to that. Has led to some interesting Zelda theories about that. Why a large one suddenly appears. Anyways, let's see, what's back to that one, I guess. Wait a minute. Got all the ones out here. Wait a minute, I did do that, right? Yeah, okay, the bean is there, so yeah. So I remember at first I was going to pass up on getting the one out here, in that soil square back there as a kid. Was going to pass up on that for a while. But apparently I did do that right away. Alright, well, see, I did get the one. Pretty sure I got the one in here. So I remember commenting about how if you stand on that fence or something, you can get it without the long shot. Yeah, okay, yeah, I did get that one. There are none of them here in the Lost Woods. Intentionally go the wrong way. End up back here. Wait a minute, that's right, I can't go in there in this time. At least I don't think I can. Especially now, since the Sprout, that will be the fully fledged Deku Tree in Wind Waker. The next game in timeline placement in that timeline branch off. I don't think I can get in there into the original Deku Tree dungeon now. Nope, I didn't think so. It's sealed off at this time. Damn. Okay, well that leaves that dungeon out. I don't want to go back in time right now. Jabu Jabu dungeon. I already showed that in an earlier video, how weird it is that Jabu Jabu has disappeared in this time. Did he die? Or was he fish napped? What happened? Did he just swim away? Like, screw you people, I'm out of here. Okay. See, I got all the ones out here in Hyrule Field, I think. But again, therein lies the problem, I think. I could be wrong though. Might have been one that I'm well aware of, but for some reason overlooked. Too eager to get to the next dungeon or end the video, or some reason I ended up overlooking it. Oh wait a minute, that's right. I can't get into the Kakariko well as a kid, or I mean, as an adult either. That's only as a kid too. Shoot! What was I thinking? Can't get in there to see if there's any. No, actually, no. I'm pretty sure I got all the ones from there, because I remember as I was completing that, it pointed out how the only thing you have to do is fight the dead hands down there to get the lens of truth. Everything beyond that is optional. Then after doing all that, looking at the map and seeing that I gotten all the sculpture, was like, finally, I'm out of here. So I know I'm pretty sure I got all of them from that one. Alright, well then what about the Dodongo's Cavern up here? I think I can still get in there now. Actually, I know you can, because one of the last, well, if you got all of the previous, one of these sculptures, let's put it that way, can only be gained, you can only get to it by playing the Scarecrow song and having the hook shot. So obviously you can get back in here in this time frame. Yeah, I got all of them from here, so that's not it. Oh, great. Which one did I miss? Got all the ones along the road here with using the hammer. Made sure of that in a previous video. Okay. I guess I go back in time after all. Come back to these areas as a kid. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before I do that, though, I did remember to go. Sorry, thinking to myself out loud. It's because I had to redo the, well, as you know by now, since I posted that video. But since I had to redo the Spirit Temple, because the video froze up just as I was seeing the end cutscene, the game froze up. And I hadn't saved recently, so I had to redo the entirety of the Spirit Temple. And all of the stuff in between that I did. Which makes me wonder if I ever did actually go back and get that one back in Zora's Fountain by where the ice cave is. And as long as I'm going to be back in that area, go check out the ice cave itself too. And I know I did this in that video, but did I go back and do it when I was redoing the video is the question. Since I had to redo everything, thanks to Game Freeze. Quit Z-targeting everything, Navi. I mean, good concept, good, useful mechanic sometimes, but can also be annoying when Navi Z-targets anything that moves, or so it seems. And again, like I believe I pointed out in a separate video, or in a previous video rather, why does Lake Hylia have the same music as Hyrule Field? I mean, most of this game, most of the music in this game is good, and this is too, but why is it playing in two different areas? Or frick, three actually, because I think this same track plays in Death Mountain Trail. I mean, were they strapped for time? I don't see how they could have been. This game took several years to make. I mean, they first started showing off beta demo versions of artwork and whatnot in '95. Trailers or whatever that was called. I don't remember the name of it, but some gaming convention. Not E3. I don't think E3 existed yet then, but Space World or something like that. Whatever. So yeah, they definitely had enough time to make the game. Maybe, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. The same music track plays in three different areas. I mean, I suppose that's something a lot of Zelda fans at this point were used to. All of the games, the same dungeon music for every level. Except for maybe the final dungeon had a different track. All four of the games that predated this. I mean, this was the first game chronologically by release date to have different dungeon music for each dungeon level. I think so anyway. Granted, I've never really played the Game Boy original of Link's Awakening, so I could be wrong there. The DX version of Link's Awakening came out just a couple months after, a month or two, about a month after this did, so even if they changed it for that, this game came first, before the Game Boy Color remake of Awakening. So yeah, that version doesn't count for that, chronologically speaking. So yeah, and again, I don't remember the black and white or black and pale green original of Link's Awakening. Well enough to say if it had unique dungeon music for each level or if it was just the same theme for each of them. But I know the first three did for sure. The Legend of Zelda NES, Zelda 2 NES, and The Link to the Past Super Nintendo all had the same dungeon theme. Well, for A Link to the Past, it was the same theme for the Light World, and then the same theme again for the Dark World dungeons. They did have different, for the different world mechanic. Anyways, yeah. But it was still a lot of the same music themes repeated. Okay, it looks like I did do this already. This place has been bombed open, so to speak. So it looks like I have come back here to get this one. Yep, I don't hear that sound they make. And for final confirmation, it's not there. So yeah, I did come back here and get this one when I redid the video to get back up to where I was. Okay, so this isn't the one I'm missing. It must be one of the ones, maybe, I don't know, in the ice cave down there. Too bad I can't just hookshot into it from here, but yeah. Back to the ice cave. See if I forgot one in there. Come on, Link, get... No, not dive. Fine, be that way. Oh, come on, get up there. Aha. Did forget one in here. Okay. Well, that's good. Found the one I'm missing. Well, the approximate location of it. Now the question becomes, which one did I forget in here? Yeah, there's none in this room. Or wait a minute. I don't think there is. No, that's not in this room. That's one of the other rooms. Alright, well from here, let's stop trying to walk into walls. That might help. Okay, there is one in this room. Did I get that one? Behind one of these. Yeah, I think it looks like I got the one that was in this room. Oh, nope, there it is. I see it. Okay, that's the one. Found it. Okay, now where'd you go? Okay. And that's all 100. Cool. At least one aspect of completion is play, one aspect of 100% completion. all 100 of those. Alright, so done here. I guess from here the quickest or closest warp point would be back here again for what, the third time in this video? And then from here through Goron City back out the original entrance to Goron City, and from there down to the base of Death Mountain, aka Kakariko Village. And the spider house therein. Oh, that's just that shop, okay. Where was that? Okay, there it is. Actually, no, I don't want to go back that way. That's Lost Woods, Kokiri Forest. Shut up, Navi. I don't want to hear from you. I know. I still gotta finish what I started in Ganon's castle. Well, just patience. Little sprite, fairy, pixie, whatever the heck you are. Fairy. Patience, my friend. I will get back to Ganon's castle in due time, in due time. You know, if I want to complete the game, I kind of have to. So just chill out. That is if I don't break my legs first. Shut up, Navi. I don't want to hear from you. I know you're just going to tell me I need to get back to Ganon's castle. Blah, blah, blah. I will. In due time. Right now, optional exploration. Well, not really exploration, but... He's back to normal now, as you can tell. Optional Skulltula token collection, side quest, minigame, whatever you want to call it, completed. And for the reward, 200 rupees. Which can't be useful because I do believe you can get this 200 rupees infinitely as many times you have wallet space for it. But still, it's just the idea. At this point, you know, I mean, granted, it could still be useful, I guess, if you want to put some, you know, get some magic for your empty bottles, since the final battles will take a lot of magic. Or if, unlike me, you actually keep red potions in your empty bottles instead of bottled berries, you know, the potion costs money, so. Or if you need to buy bow and arrow, you know, if you need to buy arrows for the final boss battle, that. So yeah, I suppose point being, there's still use for rupees even this late into the game, but just I don't know, maybe it's just me. It just seems like they could have done better for a final, for a final reward for that. Meaning how you're going to be, you know, pretty much close to done with the Spirit Temple before you can get all 100 of them. Anyways, that's it for the... See, did I ever do that? I think I did this, so it was just two freaking Redeads down there. Kill both of them and you get a treasure chest with 200 rupees. Pretty sure I did that in an earlier video at some point. Just in case not, I might as well show that now. Oh, it does do that on the map too. Shows you if you got all the... Huh, I never noticed that until just now. No kidding, man. I knew it did that in the dungeons. It did that in the original too. But until just now, I didn't realize it did that in the world map too. Okay, I'll have to remember that for the next time I play the game. As almost certainly there'll be, just like this time, there'll be that one that I somehow miss and have to go back for later in the game. Yeah. Anyways, somewhere around here. Actually, why did I worry about Din's fire? I have the big... Yeah, I did do this already. The chest is still visible. Okay. That's one of the flaws with that detector thing. Once you've already... once you've already done that, that should not go off anymore. It can be confusing. Like just now. Did I do that before or not? I can't remember. That should not go off anymore. This has been done. There's nothing left down there. Oh well. Okay. Well, no, I keep doing that. There's 4 heart pieces left. One, if you go back to Kokiri or Kakariko Village Graveyard, and that follow the leader game with Dampy that you completed successfully to get the hook shot practically at the start of this segment of the game. Go back there and do that again using the hook shot to get through that whole track in under a minute. He gives you a heart piece. That's one of the heart pieces that I'm not getting. I don't want to have to deal with Dampy anymore. I hate that character. I mean, for a lot of people, their most hated character in Zelda is Tingle, who's weird, yes, I give you that, but then again, we're all weird in some way or another. Don't kid yourself. Whether it's the music you like, me, I get told I've lost count of how many times people say I'm weird because I like the old 80s hard rock heavy metal bands, Rat, Twisted Sister, Striper, Dokken, etc., etc. But you still like those old bands? You're weird. Yeah. So yeah, we're all weird in some way or another. Don't kid yourself. Tingle being no exception. But no, my least favorite Zelda character is Dampy, and I don't want to have to see him until Majora's Mask. So yeah, that's one heart piece I won't be getting. Earlier in this video, you saw my attempts at the other one back there in Gerudo Valley, the horseback archery. To be honest, I don't know what the other 2 heart pieces I'm still missing are, or where you get them from. That's actually a good question. Me? What 2 did I miss? Oh well, I don't really care. I'm not going for all heart containers. I got enough. I mean, that 1 extra heart container isn't going to be much help in the final boss battles anyway with how much damage is dealt by a single attack. Now, there is one other mini-game side quest you could do here that you could have done as soon as you got Epona and the bow and arrow, if you got Epona in the first place. Since it involves the bow and arrow and horseback archery, I never really attempted it, but over here, where that guard used to be, and all those jars that I used to replenish my rupee. Anyway, the room has changed a bit, and so has he. How'd you know my name? Yeah, sure you can. And I am Elvis Presley. I make that joke a lot, don't I? Of course, this music track gets used in Majora's Mask. Anyways. What? You want things... You're a sicko. You actually want things to be worse than they already are? I ought to slap you into next week, as the old saying goes. So yeah, scattered throughout the Hyrule Field overworld of this time period are 10 Pogos. Shoot them while riding Epona. That's the trick here. One of the mini gags here. You have to do this while riding Epona. Just walking around on your own 2 feet, shooting at them won't work. At least not in my experience anyways. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, but yeah. One at a time, or as many empty bottles as you have. After shooting the Pos, scoop them up into an empty bottle and bring them back to sell them to him. Once you've found and collected and sold all 10 of them, he gifts you with the final empty bottle of the game. I've got 3 of them so far. So yeah, that extra empty bottle can be useful for the final boss battles. You know, you can have like 2 for magic and 2 for health fairies or potions. But yeah, again, I never said this was going to be a 100% completion playthrough. There's one of them, but yeah. Again, you have to shoot it while riding Epona. That's the gag here. And I suck at that, as you already saw back in Gerudo Valley. So, yeah. Anyways, that's about it for the optional stuff. Now, given my bumbling incompetence with archery mini games, I'm going back into the castle and finish off this playthrough. Or at least try to. On this video, I meant. I mean, there won't be no problem. I can definitely do it. Actually, no, I'm not even, at this point anymore, I'm not even going to try to do that on this video. Already to the 52-minute mark. I'll be lucky if I break open one more of the barriers on this video. Spent too much time on optional side questery stuff. Oh well. Okay. Swap out items. Well, at least that for now. Okay, that's still open. Okay, that's still... Oh, this one. A slight, like, mini revisiting recap of the Spirit Temple. Okay, I guess I am going to need bombs. No, not. Drop. Don't throw. What? How are you still alive? Or whatever passes for being alive in your case. Well, that doesn't help anyways. Okay, and there must be... Yeah, okay, that's what... Oh, never mind. That opens the door forward. Okay, this. You need bomb shoes for this. But if you do not already have some, you never did the Bombshoe Bowling Alley for any, or never got the 40 Skulltula token prize of 10 Bombshoes. There's some there. Of course, even if you had never done either of those two, you probably still have some left from the chest in the Spirit Temple, so yeah. Anyways, You know, it's nice that they give you that item since you're going to need it and might not otherwise have it. Nice that they give you that item right here where you need it at instead of it making you backtrack halfway around the world for it. Oh, that. Screw you, game. That's dirty cheating. Oh, really? I can't get back any further, dude. Okay, I see. It's not a matter of how far back you stand. Just hold on to them for a little longer. Oh, poopy game. Don't start being finicky now. Damn it, I'm not in the mood. Really? Jesus Christ, game. How picky can you frickin' get? Okay. Took long enough. Okay, what was the gag here? Oh, yeah. Pretty much the only spot that I can think of where you might actually need the fire arrows. Usually, you know, Din's fire works just as well. Actually, no, I guess you would have needed them for that first spirit barrier I took on, so to speak, in the last video, where you had to light those torches from a distance. So I guess this would be the second point where you'd actually need the fire arrows. So point being, unlike the ice arrows, the other elemental property arrow of this game, you actually do need the fire arrows. Ice arrows, you know, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, probably, you know, obviously meant to be needed. You know, there was some, okay, that didn't come out right, but yeah, you know, there was obviously some mini game, or not really a mini game, but some puzzle you needed them to solve, but that got removed during production, so at least that would be my guess. Anyway, uh, fire, oh, poopy. Fire arrows at the ceiling. No, put away the big Goron sword. Dude. Okay, no, just like that room in one of the rooms in the Spirit Temple, I think one of these. Yep, I thought so. One opens the door forward. Alright, now I need light arrows. No, not. Okay, that missed. Look at that. That missed. That went off to the right. That shouldn't have counted, but oh well, I'll take it. The hit detection on this is kind of awkward. Again, look at the video playback. That went off just off to the right. At least it did from my view. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things. Anyways, that's another barrier down. One step closer to being able to actually make progress into Ganon's tower cap. Well, not really a tower, only a few floors, but anyways, that'll do it for this video. Next video might be the conclusion, depending on how many problems I have with the last two barriers and Ganon's castle and the final boss battle itself. Next video might be the finale, but we'll see. Anyways, as for this video, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.